Alright guys, welcome to Professor's Chamber. So and today we are going to be looking at differentiation then using product rule. So how do I know a question is a product rule? I believe you'll be asking, if I see a question, how do I know it's a product rule? So this is how product rule looks like. As you can see that we have y is equals to u multiplied by v. It's simply, in the last video I showed you the different kinds of functions that we have. So if you have two functions multiplying each other, for example, maybe you have logarithmic function multiplying inverse function, or you have exponential function multiplying algebraic function, then you know it's the formula you are going to apply in such question is product rule. As you can see that here we have y is equals to e raised to the power of x sin x. This is exponential function and this is trigonometric function. So discover that these two functions are multiplying each other, then it's a perfect example of product rule. You can see here this logarithmic function, this is also a logarithmic function. Now you can see that it's multiplying each other also, then it's a perfect example of product rule. And this also, this algebraic function and this logarithmic function, so it's multiplying each other and then it's a product rule. So and if you have questions like this, so what is the formula you use in solving it? So now you can see dy dx is equals to u dv dx plus v du dx. So it's as simple as anything. So let's take the first example and analyze it. So we have that y is equals to e raised to the power of x sin x. So the first thing you do is you need to get your u and your v. So I'm going to say my u will be equal to e raised to the power of x, and my v will be equal to what? Sin x. So or you can also say that your u is sin x and your u is sin x and your v is exponential x. So whichever one you do is correct. So now since you label this one your u and your v, so the next thing you do is you are going to differentiate this u with respect to x. So which means that your du dx will be, so when you are told to differentiate with respect to x, so when you are told to differentiate with respect to x, so which means that you are just simply to find the derivative of this one. And in the last video, I already explained to you that the derivative of this one is the same as e raised to the power of x, and you look for your dv dx. The derivative of dv dx is the same as cos x. So now what you simply do is you apply this formula. So the formula says that dy dx is equals to u dv dx plus v du dx. So which implies that what is your u? Your u is e raised to the power of x. Your dv dx, you already got it, that's x, then plus your v. Your v is sin x and your du dx is e raised to the power of x. So therefore your dy dx will be equals to what? Will be equals to e cos x plus e raised to the power of x sin x. So you can factorize by saying that e into cos x plus sin x. So that is the derivative of that. So here you have two functions also. So you simply say your u is 2 raised to the power of x and your v is in x. So don't forget that this in x is the same thing as log x base e. So the same thing as log x base e, and you know how to differentiate it. So if you have to differentiate this one, in that last video on this, the differentiation of this one is 2 raised to the power of x into, and the dv dx is equals to 1 over that. The differentiation of this one is 1 over x. So it's as simple as that. So what you simply do is you say your dy dx is equals to what? Equals to u dv dx plus v du dx. So which is equals to, what is your u? Your u is 2 raised to the power of x and your dv is 1 over x. Then plus, what is your v? Your v is in x, then multiplied by, what is your du? Your du is 2 raised to the power of x in 2. So which implies that your dy dx is equals to 2 raised to the power of x over 2, because this time this will give you 2x, then divided by x, then plus here you have in x 2x in 2. So that is your answer. Then the final example, that is when you have y which is equals to x raised to the power of 3 log x base 5. So now first thing you need to label it your u. My u is what? Is x raised to the power of 3 and my v is log x base 5. So now the u dx, is the differentiation of this one. You know how to differentiate this one. You simply, this is power and the coefficient of x cube is 1. So it's going to be 3 multiplied by 1 multiplied by x raised to the power of 3 minus 1. Then your dv, the x is the same as what? Same as 1 over x log e base 5. So which means that then your du dx is what? Is same as 3x squared. So now dy dx will be equal to that is u dv dx then plus v du dx. So which is equals, what is u? U is x cube, then multiply by what is dv? Dv is 1 over x log e base 5. Then what is v? V is log x base 5 multiply by what is your du? Your du is 3x squared. So dy dx will be equals to x here 1, x here, it will become x squared. So we have x squared log e base 5 then plus 3x squared log x base 5. So you can leave your answer like that, or you simply factorize into this will become log e base 5 then plus 3 log x base 5. So it's as simple as that. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like the video, you share, you comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.